lot of people call me and come into my office and say, they didn't read me my Miranda warnings. I ought to get out of this case, right? Usually wrong. Let's go through today Miranda warnings. There are 4 things that have to be in effect before Miranda comes into play. First, you have to be in custody. Second, it has to be in custody for a crime. Third, the government, the police, need to be interrogating you, meaning asking you questions. Last, you have to give incriminating statements. So, let's talk about them in turn. First, are you in custody? In custody means that you're not free to leave. For example, in a drunk driving, if you get stopped by law enforcement and they make you take the field sobriety test, you are being detained. You're not in custody until they actually make the arrest. For a crime means that it has to be something for which they can charge you for a crime. So on a first offense drunk driving, you have no Miranda rights because a first offense drunk driving in the state of Wisconsin is not a crime. Next, the cops have to ask you questions. If you are giving statements or talking to somebody else, one of your friends, or talking on the phone, anything that you say can be used against you. If you're talking with anything that is not a response to a question by the government, is not part of an interrogation and then Miranda doesn't apply. Finally, the statements that are suppressible are incriminating statements. That is, statements that can be used to hurt you or to prove elements of an offense or put you in a much poorer light. The remedy, if there is a violation, if you are in custody for a crime, the police are asking you questions without having you given Miranda rights, and you give an incriminating statement. The remedy is the suppression of the statement and any evidence that they derive as a result of that statement. It is not dismissal. So if there's evidence in addition to anything that was obtained illegally under Miranda, they still get to use that evidence. And most of the time, the statements that you make that are incriminating are not all the evidence they have against you. Thank you for going through Miranda with me.